Hello, I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. History was made tonight at the Majestic Theater, where Broadway's longest-running show, The Phantom of the Opera, became the first show to mark its 25th anniversary ever. And I'm here at the show's after-party at the New York Public Library, where I caught up with the cast. But let's start things off at the historic finale at the Majestic. Like for the two of you?
Well, I think it was different, a little different for both of us. For myself, it was almost as if I was time traveling. The show looked perfect, and it was just a little jewel box, and it was just as I remembered it. It was amazing. It was really amazing, and to think that I was part of it was just overcame me, really.
You were in the original company.
I was in the original company, and I looked at the ballerinas and I said, they look really good. and then I said, did we look that good? Yes, I guess so. I don't know.
You still look that good.
Thank you.
Do you remember opening night in New York, what that was like with the original company?
Yes, yes. I remember we have long staircases backstage, and there were gifts on every single step. There were so many gifts backstage. You could hardly get up the staircases. And it was really quite phenomenal. And you know, a lot of shows open and people have trepidation that the critics aren't going to like it, people aren't going to like it. But we were standing backstage and this is a party, we just knew everybody was going to like it. But we didn't know that it was going to last this long. We just didn't. You know?
How could anyone? It's so far beyond the pale. I mean, we think about when we first got into town, the long-running shows. I mean, you know, Grease and Oh Calcutta. It's like the show ran 8 or 10 years. It was mind-blowing. But now we come in, it's like, and we'd like the original company to sit over here, and the rest of us are all like, ooh. It's like a vampire coven. It's like, oh, the elders. Oh, don't talk to them. It's like, oh, they're still alive. Amazing. It's really incredible. And the thing is also incredible is that this show has, it's not just that it's run a long time, but it has this currency. It has this emotional currency, and you can feel the audience still really wanting the story to happen and still wanting to tell the story. And for me, it's like graduation day because, you know, I'm sitting there and I've got Hugh Panara, who was my last Raoul. I've got Ramin, who's up there singing, who said to me, oh, you know, I started my career because I saw you do Saigon in Toronto. And I'm like, I'm somewhere between the Walker and the Hall of Fame. It's like, it's a great moment. These incredible young people, you know, and you think, well, it was really worth it. You know, it was worth it to do that with your life, to see that it does get passed on. And then, of course, you got Hal and Cameron up there. And you just go, wow. You know, I mean, once I see Hal, it's over.
Well, you were one of my all-time favorite Phantoms.
Oh,
take me back to what that meant to you. I mean, getting that role. And do you remember your first performance on stage?
Oh yeah. I remember being in the Angel before he does the reveal and thinking, oh my God, I'm playing the Phantom of the Opera on Broadway. It's an amazing thought. The journey of it is interesting because the show I had immediately before that was my first Broadway show, and I was fired. And I thought my career was over, and I got a call saying, would you come and audition for Phantom? And I said, no, I can't take it because they're going to break my heart and I'm going to, you know, put a gun in my mouth. And I couldn't do it, you know. And my agent talked me into it, and I went and I got it. And it would change my life. And that's where I met her, and that was the end of it.
I saw him and I said, this is the new Raoul. He was the Raoul before.
Yeah, give it.
But our first Raoul was Steve Martin, and he was very European, blonde hair, blue-eyed, and I looked at him and go, he's the Raoul?
It's a very famous response from her part.
You know, I've been asking all the gentlemen that have played Phantom, what is the most challenging aspect of playing him during a performance, and what's the easiest aspect during the performance?
Oh, that's a good question, a really good question. I think the most challenging thing is always music of the night because it has to be perfect. There's just no place to hide vocally. The little pianissimo sections have to be, I mean, we saw Hugh before the show and he was like, oh, I hope I have, you know, the tu sor, I hope I have that moment. It's like, you will, but I remember thinking that, just every now and then checking in and going, oh, I don't have my fastball tonight.